Welcome to a land where history does not fade. It accumulates, layered into every gesture, every space, every breath of daily life. This is Iran. Not a single story, but a convergence of memory, where cities are shaped not only by empire, but by those who continue to inhabit its remains. From the restless rhythm of Tehran to the inward silence of desert settlements, each place reveals a way of living forged through adaptation. Here, culture is not preserved behind glass. It is practiced in bazaars. Knowledge passes through instinct and repetition. In courtyard homes, architecture bends to climate and scarcity. Poetry moves through voices, shaping how people understand time, loss, and belonging. This is a world defined by contrast, monument and intimacy, permanence and change. Yet beneath it all lies something constant, a quiet persistence, a relationship between people and land that does not seek to dominate, but to endure, together, across generations. Tehran is not a city, it is a convergence of memory. A monolithic landscape where empires have risen, dissolved, and left their imprint in stone, air, and ritual. A place where history does not rest in the past, it persists, layered into every movement of the present. At the foot of the Alborz Mountains, settlements once formed along shifting trade routes, fragile, provisional, exposed to wind and time. Water flowed from snowmelt above, sustaining life in a terrain otherwise defined by aridity. From these origins, Tehran expanded, not as a monument, but as an adaptation. Under the Qajar dynasty, the city became a capital. Structures emerged with intention: palaces, courtyards, enclosed gardens designed to resist heat and preserve stillness. Golistan Palace stands as a remnant of that transformation. Mirrored halls reflect not only light, but a moment when Persian craftsmanship absorbed foreign influence and redefined it into something distinctly its own. Beyond architecture, culture settled into rhythm. In the bazaar, knowledge passed not through text, but through repetition. Craft, trade, negotiation, each gesture refined across generations. Carpet weavers memorized patterns without drawing them. Spice merchants measured value by instinct, not scale. Language carried memory further. Poetry, recited and remembered, shaped how people understood time, loss, and belonging. Verses moved through gatherings, through homes, through quiet conversations, binding individuals to something older than the city itself. Tehran continued to grow, but never as a singular identity. It remained fragmented, north to south, past to present, elevation to plain. And within this fragmentation, people learned not to unify the city, but to live within its contradictions. Because Tehran is not defined by what it builds. It is defined by what it carries forward, a continuity of culture, shaped not by permanence, but by persistence. Tehran holds its memory in motion, but further south, memory begins to settle. Kashan does not rise, it withdraws. A city shaped not to be seen, but to endure. An oasis where architecture is not expression, but survival. Here, the desert dictates everything. Heat presses down with relentless force. Rain is rare, unpredictable, insufficient. And so, the city turns inward. Courtyard houses sink below ground level. Walls thicken, dense, earthen, insulating against the sun. Wind is captured, redirected through badgers, ancient towers that pull air into still spaces. In Kashan, comfort is engineered through absence, of exposure, of excess, of waste. Water becomes the center of design. In Finn Garden, channels divide the landscape with geometric precision. Flow is controlled, measured, preserved. A vision of paradise, constructed in defiance of aridity. But this system did not begin here. Beneath the city lies Tepe Sialk, layers of human settlement dating back over 7,000 years. Ash, clay, fragments of early habitation, evidence of one of the earliest attempts to exist within this environment. Kashan is not new. It is continuous. Within its houses, light is never direct. It bends through corridors, reflects off plaster, settles into quiet interiors. Time slows here, not by design, but by necessity. Craft becomes culture. Carpet weaving encodes geometry into memory. Rosewater distillation transforms seasonal bloom into ritual. Hands repeat what has already been perfected. Nothing is improvised. Everything is inherited. Kashan does not compete with the desert. It negotiates with it. And in that negotiation, a different kind of beauty emerges. One that does not demand attention, but reveals itself only to those willing to look slowly. Kashan refines survival into silence, and then, without warning, silence opens into scale. Isfahan does not whisper, it declares. A city conceived not as shelter, but as vision. At its center, space expands beyond human instinct. Meydan Imam stretches outward, vast, symmetrical, deliberate. Here, architecture is not isolated. It is orchestrated. On one axis, the Shah Mosque rises, its dome layered in blue geometry, angled precisely to align with Mecca. On another, Sheikh Lotfullah Mosque shifts in color with the sun, stone responding to light like a living surface. Across the square, Ali Kapu stands elevated, a platform of authority. A vantage point from which rulers once observed ceremonies, games, and the choreography of empire. And beyond it, the bazaar extends kilometers of vaulted corridors where commerce becomes continuity. Isfahan is not built around monuments. It is built around relationships, religion, power, trade. All converge within a single, controlled composition, a city designed as a complete system of life. This was not accidental. In the 17th century, Shah Abbas I reimagined Isfahan as the Safavid capital, a deliberate act of transformation, turning a central oasis into the symbolic heart of an empire. The result is not just scale. It is harmony imposed on scale. Even beyond the square, the logic continues. Bridges cross the Zayandeh River, stone arches distributing weight, guiding movement, framing water as both utility and spectacle. Gardens extend outward, ordered, measured, controlled. Everything is placed. Everything aligns. Isfahan does not grow. It is composed. And within that composition, life persists. Footsteps echo across stone that once held armies, markets, rituals. Voices move through spaces designed centuries ago, unchanged in intention. Because here, a city is not only inhabited, it is performed. From harmony, the journey bends, then opens into something more fragile, more human. Shiraz does not rise with force. It unfolds, a city where scale withdraws and intimacy begins to take form. Gardens hold the structure of life. Water moves with quiet intention, threading through stone channels, reflecting cypress and sky. Light softens every surface, diffused, measured, almost weightless. Nothing overwhelms. Everything lingers. Shiraz exists not as architecture, but as atmosphere. Poetry lives here, not in books, but in memory. In the cadence of speech, in pauses, in the way space is inhabited. Culture is carried through repetition, through feeling, through time that refuses to rush. Movement slows. Sound dissolves into presence. Then, without warning, the landscape shifts. Green recedes. Softness fractures. The earth hardens into something absolute. Persepolis emerges, elevated, exposed, unyielding. A vast terrace imposed upon the land. Columns rise in fractured alignment, remnants of a scale that once exceeded imagination. Reliefs stretch across stone, figures locked in procession, repeating power in silence. This is not a city. It is an assertion. Under Darius I, Persepolis became the ceremonial center of an empire. A place where authority was constructed, measured, and made permanent. Steps expand beyond human rhythm. Platforms extend beyond necessity. The individual disappears. Stone remains. Wind crosses without resistance. Sound vanishes into open space. Nothing adapts, nothing yields. Shiraz carries culture through sensation. Persepolis preserves it through permanence. One breathes, one endures. Together, they reveal a civilization defined not by a single identity, but by its ability to exist between emotion and monumentality. Because here, history does not settle into one form. It lives through contrast. From stone that remembers, the journey falls toward something still unfinished. Hormuz and Keshem do not resemble the Iran before them. They break it apart, a landscape where Earth itself becomes the dominant force. Color replaces structure. On Hormuz, the ground burns in shades of red, ochre, violet, and silver. Mineral-rich soil rises from ancient salt domes, forced upward through layers of rock over millions of years. Nothing feels stable. Nothing feels complete. The land is still forming. Wind cuts across exposed surfaces. Salt crystallizes. Cliffs fracture under pressure and time. And yet, people remain. In villages along the coast, life adjusts to scarcity. Water is limited, so it is stored, preserved, respected. Food draws directly from the land. Red beech, mineral soil, is used as spice, folded into bread, into daily ritual. A practice born not from novelty, but necessity. Fishing defines rhythm. Boats leave before dawn, returning with what the sea allows. Knowledge is not written, it is inherited, carried through instinct and repetition. On Keshem, scale expands again. A geopark shaped by erosion, valleys carved by wind, rock formations stretched into unnatural forms. The Valley of Stars rises like a memory of impact. Stone hollowed, sculpted into fragile towers that seem ready to collapse. But they do not, because this land, like its people, exists within instability. Settlements remain light. Structures adapt. Nothing is built against the environment, only within it. Culture here is not preserved in monuments. It is preserved in practice, in movement, in restraint, in understanding limits. Hormuz and Keshem do not conclude the journey. They dissolve it. Because here, Iran is no longer defined by empire or architecture or memory. It is defined by something more elemental, a relationship between human life and a land that never stops changing. Iran is not defined by its empires, its monuments, or even its history. It is defined by what endures within them. Across shifting landscapes of stone, desert, and salt, life does not impose itself. It listens, adapts, continues. From cities that carry memory and motion to settlements that withdraw into silence, every place reveals the same truth. Survival here is not built on control, but on understanding. Generation after generation, people have learned not to resist the land, but to exist with it, within its limits, within its rhythm. And perhaps that is what remains long after the journey ends. That Iran is not something to be seen. It is something to be felt in the quiet persistence of those who stay. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this journey touched you. One of the world's most dangerous straits is also home to some of its most resilient communities. The Strait of Hormuz is known as a global choke point where tension, trade, and power collide. But beyond that narrative, there is another story unfolding quietly along its shores. Across its islands and coastal villages, people have learned to live within one of the most demanding environments on Earth. Here, life is shaped not by control, but by adaptation to heat, salt, isolation, and the constant presence of the sea. This is a place where survival is not an exception, but part of everyday life. Hormuz Island stands out immediately for its extraordinary geology, where the land appears in layers of red, yellow, orange, and white. Along the coast, red waves wash against mineral-rich shores, shimmering sands catch the sunlight, and salt caves cut deep into the hills. Few places in the Strait of Hormuz feel so intensely shaped by color, stone, and salt. What makes this island even more unusual is how deeply the land enters daily life. For generations, locals have used mineral-rich soil in traditional cuisine, especially the red earth known as gelak. It is added in small amounts to certain dishes, not only for color and flavor, but also because many believe the soil provides minerals that are beneficial to health. Even the houses show how people have learned to live with this harsh environment. They are often low, compact, and built with thick walls to reduce heat and protect against strong coastal winds. Simple, rounded forms help limit exposure to sun and sand, making each home a practical response to the island's climate. Clothing carries the same connection between survival and identity. Men usually wear loose, light garments that allow air to move around the body in extreme heat. Women are far more striking, often dressed in vivid colors and wearing the traditional face mask known as the burqa. These masks are not only decorative, but also protect the face from sun, wind, and dust. In Hormuz, color is not just something seen in the landscape. It is eaten, worn, painted, built around, and carried into music, where an open and expressive community turns a harsh island into a living culture. Hengam Island lies just off the southern coast of Kashm, where the boundary between land and sea feels almost indistinct. Here, dolphins appear regularly in the surrounding waters, moving freely through the same space where local fishermen begin their day. They often travel in small groups, surfacing close to the water and sometimes following boats, especially in the early morning when the sea is calm. For the people of Hengam, dolphins are more than a natural attraction. They are seen as an indicator of balance in the marine environment, a sign that the ecosystem remains healthy and undisturbed. Their presence makes the boundary between humans and the ocean here feel remarkably close. The island remains a traditional fishing community where daily life has changed little over time. Fishing, movement, and small-scale trade follow the tides, wind patterns, and seasonal shifts rather than fixed schedules. Life on Hengam is minimal and practical. Clothing is simple and functional, designed for heat, work, and movement, with less emphasis on color or ornament compared to places like Hormuz. Hengam represents a balance between human activity and ecological limits, where people do not attempt to control the environment, but move within it. Larak Island lies quietly in the Strait of Hormuz, a small and sparsely populated island with only a few hundred residents. Its isolation is immediately felt, with limited access and a way of life that has remained largely unchanged over time. What makes Larak stand out is something that only appears after dark. At night, the sea can begin to glow with a soft blue light caused by bioluminescent plankton drifting through the water. With every movement, waves, footsteps, even fish beneath the surface, the light responds, spreading across the shoreline in shifting patterns. Daily life remains simple and largely self-sufficient. Fishing is the primary source of livelihood, supported by small-scale livestock and limited trade. Clothing and routines are practical, with little emphasis on distinction from surrounding regions. The community tends to be reserved, with limited interaction with outsiders. This distance is shaped not only by geography, but by a way of life that depends more on the island than the outside world. In Larak, everything moves at a slower pace. Laft is a historic coastal village on Keshem Island, located along the Strait of Hormuz, where daily life has long been shaped by climate, water scarcity, and maritime conditions. Compared to more isolated communities, Laft is relatively open, with some interaction through tourism, yet it still maintains strong ties to traditional Gulf Islamic culture and local craftsmanship. Very long before electricity existed, residents developed wind catchers as a practical solution to extreme heat. These towers are built in different forms, with 4, 8, or even 12 openings, most commonly in square shapes. Their structure allows wind from any direction to be captured and directed downward into living spaces, creating natural ventilation. Without relying on mechanical systems, they regulate indoor temperature and make habitation possible during the hottest months. The people here not only have to adapt to the heat, but also face the constant challenge of scarce freshwater resources. Laft developed the Tala wells, an ancient system dating back to the Sasanian period. These wells are called golden wells by the locals because to them, water is as valuable as gold. There are said to be 366 wells, symbolically representing each day of the year, ensuring a continuous and balanced water supply. Through these wells, residents were able to store and manage water carefully, supporting long-term settlement in a dry coastal region. Along the waterfront, Laft maintains a traditional shipbuilding practice centered on the construction of lenge wooden vessels. These boats are built entirely by hand, without formal design plans, relying on knowledge passed through generations. Shipbuilders shape each structure based on observation, proportion, and balance, adjusting the hull, keel, and weight distribution throughout the process. In Laft, nothing exists by chance. Every tower, every well, and every boat reflects a long history of adaptation, where survival depends not on abundance, but on understanding the forces of nature. Kumzar is one of the most isolated communities in Oman, located at the northern tip of the Musandam Peninsula. The village is completely cut off from the mainland by rugged mountains and the sea, with access possible only by boat. This isolation has shaped a distinct cultural identity unlike anywhere else in the country. The people here speak Kumzari, a rare language blending Persian, Arabic, and Balochi influences. Even traditional clothing reflects this cultural mixture, differing noticeably from typical Arabian styles. Life in Kumzar is deeply connected to the sea. Fishing remains the primary source of livelihood, and daily routines follow the rhythm of tides and weather. The community is generally reserved and has limited interaction with outsiders. However, with time, a quiet and genuine sense of hospitality begins to emerge. Local traditions, especially maritime folk music, remain closely tied to coastal life. In Kumzar, geography has not only shaped how people live, but also who they have become. The Strait of Hormuz presents one of the most extreme environments for coral survival. Water temperatures can rise significantly, salinity levels are unusually high, and strong currents constantly reshape the marine conditions. In most regions, these factors would severely limit coral growth or prevent it entirely. Yet, in this narrow stretch of water, coral reefs continue to exist. Over time, they have adapted to tolerate heat and salinity levels far beyond typical thresholds. These reefs form the foundation of a wider marine ecosystem. Sea turtles are also commonly found in these waters, using the reefs as feeding grounds and navigation points during migration. Life here does not develop easily, but it persists. It is not the most abundant ecosystem, but one where survival has been refined over time. What exists here is able to withstand conditions that most other marine environments cannot endure. The Hara mangrove forest lies along the shallow coastal waters of southern Iran, forming a unique ecosystem that exists between land and sea. Twice a day, the tides rise and fall, submerging the forest before revealing it again, creating a landscape that is constantly changing. At the center of this system is the Avicennia marina tree, a species adapted to survive in saltwater. Its roots filter out salt as it absorbs seawater, while excess salt is expelled through its leaves. This allows the trees to grow in conditions where most plant life cannot survive. The forest also serves as an important stop along major migration routes. Birds such as flamingos, herons, and pelicans gather here seasonally, using the area for rest and feeding during long journeys. Beneath the water, life continues within the roots. Small fish, shrimp, and crabs move through the submerged network, finding shelter in an environment shaped by tides and salinity. It is not defined by abundance, but by the ability to exist within strict natural limits. The Strait of Hormuz is often seen as a place of tension, conflict, and global importance. But beyond that, it reveals something quieter and far more enduring. Across its islands and coastlines, people have learned to live within limits set by nature, not overcome them. Heat, salt, isolation, and scarcity are not obstacles, but conditions that shape daily life. What emerges is not a story of struggle alone, but one of adaptation, knowledge, and continuity. Each community reflects a different response to the same environment, yet all share a deep connection to the land and sea. In a world that often moves toward excess and control, this region offers a different perspective. Here, balance matters more than expansion. And, perhaps, in these quiet places, we are reminded that survival is not about resisting the environment, but learning how to exist within it.